How do you think technology has changed the way we communicate with others? Well, this is a really interesting question because since the rise of, of communication or technology like phones, mobile phones or radio, right? It suddenly kind of clears the gap between people to people, like if I were like would I if I were to call in someone from Vietnam all the way to America, it will only takes about like 5 seconds for the phone to establish a connection with others, right? So not only that, it's really convenient, but I also feel like people nowadays communicate in a faster pace, because I mean it's a lot more it's a lot faster if you compare to like writing a letter, for example, which take days, and you can only uh, you have to choose what you want to say to others. Like it should be compact and full information. While nowadays, really you can just go around the bush sometime, talking about all kinds of things because you don't really need to care about that, which also makes people sometimes, a bit carefree, a bit, let's just say, they don't think twice before they say anything because of just how easy it is to communicate using these technology. Do you believe that advancement in technology will lead to more job opportunities or fewer? Why? To be honest, I will say that this uh, advancement will result in a tighter job market. Why? Because all of the labor base, like the labor force in general, or the most of the physical base occupations, and even some white collar job will be wiped out by technologies like robots or artificial AI. It's so easy to the point that uh, nowadays being a farmer is almost unheard of. Not really, but like you get my point, because why would you want to use human that you have to pay for? You have to give them salaries. You have to pay for their taxes, healthcare, something like that, when you can replace them with just metals, chunks of metals that can do the job and will not complaining. It's so much easier, and the same thing can be said for um, artificial AIs. Artificial intelligence. Uh, any job that have a repetitive nature, like let's just say an accountant, for example, will also be replaced by AI, which is it's a future that I can see will happen because they don't demand anything out of the box, which makes them a lot easier to be removed and replaced. So yeah, that's why. What are the benefits of having a diverse educational system in a country? I think that uh, the main benefits, which I would say is enormous, right, is that people can play to their strength. What I mean by that is, you know, a fish cannot climb on a tree like a monkey, but a monkey cannot swim as good as a fish. So, uh, you know, most people are not stupid. They just simply are not put in a right environment, and trust me, I have seen a lot of people like that. And when you have a diverse educational system that not only allow more subject, more option, but I think the best, the good a good educational system is also a system that let people do what they want, so that uh, they don't have to waste their time, energy, mental health on all, like, all the weird math stuff, that like all the academic stuff that they are not good at, and spend that amount of time to polish the skill that they are natural in, that they are, they have a better chance in. So yeah. Do you think the education system in your country adequately prepares students for the job market? Why or why not? I don't. Well, for the most part, will say that the current Vietnamese education system doesn't doesn't fully prepare students for what it's waiting ahead for them. Because what I see is that uh, m- my country's educational system, it's really, it's like, it's lack interpersonal skill, and also it doesn't foster the best, like, mental health state for students, because most of the academic subjects and time people spend or account for that stuff. So what I mean by that is, they spend most of their time on textbooks and homework rather than um, you know rather than uh, learning how to, like, communication, learn how to negotiate, for example. And that is something that they, most of them will only learn when they reach, like, adulthood, or after some years of experience working as an employee, for example. So they are not fully prepared. uh, I mean, they are prepared in their knowledge. Sure, they might know what they should do. What they might know the knowledge, but they lack the other one, which I think will be is a lot more important in the job market, which is human, uh, face to face, and all sort of that soft skills, for example. So yeah. What are some effective ways for individuals to contribute to environmental conservation? Um, Honestly, I don't think that individuals can. There is in many things individuals can do, but you know, they also they can't do anything that are too significant. But some small act can help. For example, uh, if you want to conserve, like, bears, for example, right? In Vietnam, people are a lot of poacher are farming bear for their bios, because they believe that it's a kind of medicine that help them to have longer life or rejuvenates, weird stuff like that. And all you need to do is say no. Just don't buy all this stuff. And with social media, right? You people can write posts and share awareness to people who might be ignorant at the moment about the matter and the state of the animals. So stuff like that can really have, and it spread to pretty much any others environmental related subject like climate change or littering, deforestation, for example. So yeah. What role does technology play in addressing environmental issues? Well, there are a lot to uh, go on. First of all, uh, spreading awareness, and like educate, educate people around the world is easier, and it's easier and ever because you only need one post, and it can spread to many people. So that is a way for spreading awareness, and technology also you know also provide many different possibilities to addressing environmental issues. For example, uh, if concrete and bricks are getting out of hand, they are developing 3D printed house to reduce carbon emission and noise pollution. So stuff like that, which technology are on its way to uh, improving our not only our life but also our planet. Sorry, I'm yapping. Yeah. How important it is for people to have access to regular health checkups. I think it's really imperative for people to have some sort of uh, you know some sort of um, patented healthcare because you know sometimes don't you have no idea what is happening to your health, right? What is happening to your body? You may sick. You may have cancer, that cancer tumors that you're you're not aware of yet, and so having access to regular health checkups means that uh, you know with uh, you can not only get a better understanding of your body, but also it's act as a deterrent, as a you can save yourself when it's not too late, so like for example, like cancer tumors, right? In earlier stage, it is entirely curable. So you have a regular checkup, like let's say once a month or once 2 months, for example. It's uh it's help you to it's help the doctor, right, to came with early diagnosis and treatment to you know so you can stay alive, I guess. How does mental health compare to physical health in terms of its impact on overall well-being? I think that one of the misunderstanding is that mental health and physical health are entirely separate, but contrary to that common belief, to they are actually uh, connected, deeply connected with each other. For example, depressing people with depression, right? You might only think that they're just sad, but that sadness correlate to nutrient deficiency, correlate to insomnia, sleep loss, so all kind of stuff because their well-being is directly affected their habit, their daily habit. Like those kind of. So what I'm trying to say is that you know, people physical health can uh, be greatly affected by how they think and how they view themselves, view the world. You know, for instance, I remember one of the cases that I read about is when a child literally broke his bone because of the distress he experienced when seeing his parents in a quarrel. You know, like they are shouting at each other, fighting at each other, right? And the child gets so upset that he clenched his fist and kind of shake his body to the point that it literally broke his bones. And you kind of see, you know, the connection here. They are distressed, and so their body responds with, you know, they have external response, and that response to their feelings, their emotion can cause damage to themselves. So I would say that overall, right, overall, right, I wouldn't say that uh, either physical health or mental health have greater impact on one's well-being, because you know they all kind of correlate to each other. They are two parallel matters that kind of, you know, they none of them are having greater impact than another.